We just give it to them. There's no sense in trying to charge anybody for it. The Harris hawk is the most versatile bird used in falconry. I used to dislike them because they were so easy. And then you realize I can fly this bird in crowds of people. I can fly this bird around kids, dogs. I can fly this bird out of moving cars going 30 miles an hour or golf carts on a golf course. The bird will do anything and everything you ask as long as you have faith in that bird and that bird trusts you. Other birds will quite literally die of stress. One of the jobs as a falconer or an abatement handler is when they catch an animal like a starling or a pigeon, they will try to eat that animal alive, the hawk will. Alive. They'll eat with the legs first because that's, they take control of the head and the body, and what's sticking up at them, their feet. They will eat the legs of these animals off. The job of the abatement falconer or the falconer is to go up and dispatch that animal so it's no longer feeling pain. We're helping. We're in there making sure it's as humane as possible. We're teaching these young hawks who are wild caught to survive better than they would in the wild. So that would be the biggest objection. Hey, why are you hunting? Why are you killing? This is life, this is nature. It's not pretty. I mean, the truth is thrown at you in the face. You wanna go watch a hawk go catch a rabbit? Get ready for a little bit of blood and some gore. That's how it is with these birds.
Go on, bud. Now he's like, wait a minute. So the goal is to scare off grackles. We're not intentionally catching grackles, but it happens on occasion. But we want Luca to chase them. But when it comes to species such as Eurasian doves, Eurasian ring-necked doves, pigeons, and starlings, we can catch as many of them with intent as many times as we want, as often as we want. And it's because they're invasive species. They're species here that put a lot of pressure on native wildlife. And not only are they putting a lot of pressure on native wildlife, they're also putting a lot of pressure on people.
People don't see birds of prey up close. It's cinematic for people that, who live inside nowadays on their phone all day. Wow, I can see this bird up close, and they see us in public with it. They're just like, oh, are you a petting zoo? Like, what are you doing, a show? It's like, no, this is a working animal who makes money and a living for us removing pest animals from properties, and they're just blown away by it. People don't believe that we can take these creatures and offer them a safe place with food, with shelter, with water, and they want to keep coming back. I mean, why would you want to leave that, right? So that throws people a lot of the time. And I say, hey, I fly hawks and falcons for a living. Oh, they're like, oh, it's on a string, right? Like, no, it's free to do what it wants as long as, we have a communication and understanding to work with each other.
A lot of people ask, how do we keep track of the bird? I mean, nothing really stops the bird from flying off, but I do have a GPS. If he flies off, lands under a bush or something like that, and I can't see him or don't know where he flew off to, maybe he just goes to the other side of the course. It just helps me quickly look on my phone, see where he's at, and then I can just go chase after him and collect him. If I stayed in the same spot for a while, he would eventually come back and find me, which he's done before. But when we're working out in an area, we need to kind of try to stay in that area. So if he flies off, I'm gonna go get him and then bring him back.